victory because they know I'm the greatest fighter to ever walk this earth. I'm the fight god. Can't nobody ever beat me. I want Conor McGregor. I'm the greatest fighter to ever do this. Legacy ain't got no fighters for me. UFC ain't got no fighters for me. I get a gold medal every jiu-jitsu tournament I go to. I'm undefeated as an amateur. I'm undefeated as a pro. I ain't never lose in nothing, and I'm never gonna lose in nothing.
That was a great interview with Andre Harrison, and we're back with Dulani Perry, the fight god. If everyone watched him on LFA, then you know exactly who we're talking about. How you doing, Dulani? Thanks for joining us here at the Fight House, man. We really appreciate it.
I'm doing very good, man. How you guys doing?
We're doing good, man. It's the first. This is our first episode, man. We're really happy to have you on the first episode. Really entertaining performance there the other night.
Yes, thank you very much.
Man, I
do what I can, when I can, how I can.
Fair enough, man. Listen, I got to ask you, man, where'd the Fight God name come from? You tattooed that on yourself. That is a level of confidence I've not seen too often.
You know, I just always strive to be the best at what I do. So I don't really know where it came from. I'm always just thinking of ways to hype myself up, to motivate myself as much as I can. So I figured there would be no better name than Fight God, you know? Whatever you tell yourself you are will be what you become.
True, man.
So I told myself I'm going to be the Fight God, and since then I've never lost a fight. I've never lost.
When did you make the transition? When I looked on Tapology, you were G3. So when did you make that transition to the Fight God? 3G or G3?
Well, 3G comes from in 2009 is when I started training mixed martial arts. I made the transfer from karate over to mixed martial arts.
Yeah.
And I went up to sign to a gym called Gracie Baja de Woodland in Houston, Texas. And my first name is Greg. Dulani's my middle name. A lot of people don't know.
Your first name is what, sorry?
My first name is Greg.
Greg. Oh, okay.
Dulani's my middle name, so everybody calls me Dulani. But my first name is Greg. But when I went to sign up, I spelled my name G-R-E-G-G. So they said, man, you got 3 G's in your name. And then I took a class, and they saw how fast I was with my stand-up. And they go, man, that guy's really fast. And at that time, you know, they had the 3G cell phone speed.
Right.
You know, cell phone speed was 3G LTE or whatever. So they said, man, that kid's 3G fast. And then they started calling me 3G.
And then it transformed into the Fight God.
And that transformed into the fight.
Man, this was
the Karate Dulani. Karate Dulani was next. And now I'm the Fight God.
You know what, man? I hadn't had the opportunity to see a fight before, and I watched you Friday, and it was so entertaining, man. The confidence was awesome. Where do you draw that confidence from, man? Like you said some pretty bold statements after the fight. Where do you draw that confidence from, man?
Just from being around, man. I've been doing this for 26 years. I've been training martial arts 26 years. I've been around, man. I've traveled the country. I've trained at all the gyms. I've sparred with UFC fighters. I sparred with Glory fighters, Bellator fighters. I've sparred with all types of fighters all over the world, and nobody has never gotten the best of me. I mean, I outperform everybody that I ever go with. You know, I just had some setbacks because I do motorcycle stunting as well, so I had some setbacks where I fell off my motorcycle and my dirt bike, and I had injuries, so it prevented me from going as far as I could. But I put that stuff to the side now, and now I'm just 100% just into my fighting career. So, you know, now you're going to see big things from me.
Wait a minute, man. You did motorcycle stunting?
Oh, that's what I do. I do motorcycle stunts. Yes, I do motorcycle stunts and dirt bike stunts.
Man, you're a character, man. I'm telling you. I was on your I watched a YouTube video on you today when I was preparing to talk with you, man, and I was like, this guy's a colorful guy. You were out there, you had girls with you, you were drinking, you were partying, you were doing your thing. Now you're telling me you're doing motorcycle stunts. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, man.
I love it.
I do a lot of things you guys don't even know, man. The fighting is just to open up other doors for myself, but the fighting is that's just one aspect of me, man. I have so much other things going on.
I
just want to get my foot through the door with the. Huh?
I said I like it, man. That's awesome. Well,
yes, sir.
Where are you looking to go with the fighting, man? What's the goal? What's the end game?
To prove to the world that I'm the greatest fighter, and you know, for me, I want an undefeated record, and maybe mixed martial arts. I probably only went 10 fights. I'm 3 fights in now, maybe 7 more fights at the most, maybe 10 more fights. I plan to go to UFC within the next 2 fights. I create so much popularity, Dana White's he's gonna have no choice. I hope he hears this. He won't have no choice
We'll
but
tag
to
him,
sign
man.
me. You know what I'm saying? I create so much popularity. Everybody knows who I am already. At the phase I am already, being 3-0. So hopefully I can go to the UFC soon and win a few fights there, grab a belt, defend it maybe 2-3 times, and then show the world my other talents.
Man, you fight at bantamweight. That's a gauntlet of killers in the UFC. What do you think when you look at that roster? You got Dillashaw, Cruz, Garbrandt. That's probably one of the tougher divisions.
If you tell me the truth, I think they all suck.
Yeah.
I think they're just put on a pedestal because they're on TV and people know them. But I can show you martial artists and gyms who can spank these guys, and you're talking to one of them right now. And these guys don't got nothing for me. Like I said, I just had some setbacks. I did a motorcycle stunt, and there's a lot of politics as well. But I'm from New York City, so you got NBA players and playing basketball. They're playing professional basketball, but they come to Rucker Park in New York City and they can't do nothing. So it's kind of the same thing here.
Right.
All these guys on TV, they're shining, they look good, yeah, but when they face me, you're gonna see who the real talent is.
Man,
I'm the fight guy. Nobody take that name from me.
I saw when I was on your Facebook, man. I was looking around. I was seeing what's going on, and you had said after your last fight, you're like, I'm toying with these people. I'll toy with every single person. So you think even like the guys on that level, like TJ, all these guys, like you think you could just toy with them? They're not even close to you.
Yeah, they're not messing with me, man. I'm too fast, man. I'm too smart of a fighter. A lot of these guys are fighting hard. They're not fighting smart. You understand? That's why I can play with this guy that I fought on Friday and beat him with ease and not have a scratch from me after the fight and his face is all bloody and I'm just joking around. I fight smart. This is not a fight. This is a sport. So you got to understand how to manipulate the pointing systems. And, I fight for points. I don't fight to knock people out or submit them. I don't fight for that. I fight to manipulate the pointing system and I get out of there. I go to the club after my fight. I look good. I'm on vacation right now. I'm in Miami. I don't have a scratch on my face. The guy that I fought, if he won, he couldn't make it to Miami. His face is all screwed up. He had bumps and bruises and scratches, and it looked horrible. I look good.
So now, speaking of that fight itself, it seemed like when you came out, you used to look to be taking it fairly seriously. But then, at what point? What happened in that fight? At what point did you realize that like you could do whatever you want to do? Basically, like at this point, you just started laughing. You were sticking.
No, I realized that when I walked in there. If you watch me from the time I walked in there, I was smiling. I was smiling on the way in there. I said something to the ring card girl. The whole time I was having a good time. I enjoyed myself. And I think that's another thing that makes me so good because I'm not going in there angry. I'm not trying to psych myself out and put ideas in my head to make myself angry at this guy so that I can beat him down. That's not what I'm here for. This is a sport. This is not a bar fight. You go in there and give your all. You'll blow your energy. You won't have no more energy to continue to fight. I went 3 rounds, healthy. I never got tired. I enjoyed every moment of it. I played with the crowd. I looked around. I never made eye contact with my fighter. I entertained the people. That's what I'm here for. Entertainment, and I entertained the crowd. I spoke to the fans when I was fighting. I looked at them. I punched the guy in his face while I was looking at the crowd. Never even looked at this guy. I mean, I'm having fun, man. This is what I do it for. I just like to have fun. I enjoy the moment.
So, what? Oh, well, I guess I have to ask you now. Like, what did you say to the ring girl on your way in, and what were you saying to the fans? I gotta ask you.
No, I just said, hey, baby. I said, hey, baby to her. And then, when I was fighting a guy and he was on the ground and I was on top of him, I guess I was in a situation where I was supposed to ground and pound him. I could have knocked him out. If you looked at it, I could have TKO'd him. He was helpless. He wasn't defending. He wasn't doing anything. He was kind of just laying there.
Yeah.
But I was looking at the crowd, sticking my tongue out. I was hitting him really, really soft just to show the crowd that I can really hit this guy hard right now, but I'm going to let him make it and go to 3 rounds just so that I can entertain you people. One time I seen, when I was a kid, I remember watching the Mike Tyson fight. Mm-hmm. My dad took me to his friend's house. Everybody went to watch this Mike Tyson fight, and Mike Tyson knocked the guy out in like 10 seconds or something like that, and everybody was angry because they all got together and spent money and throw this big party, and this guy knocked the guy out in like 10 seconds. I didn't want my fans to feel like that. So I wanted to give them 15 minutes of what they paid for. I wanted to give them that entertainment. I wanted to show them Karate Dulani for 15 minutes. I didn't want to cut them nothing short.
How soon do you think you could have finished that fight?
First round for sure.
First round for sure.
For sure. For
Nice.
sure.
I love that confidence you have, man. It's there's
For
only a
sure.
few people that have it, and it's authentic. So I wanna, yeah, I love it, to be honest with you. You spoke of your pops just now taking you to the Mike Tyson fight, and there's one thing I did hear in a small documentary I watched on you, and to give people a little bit of perspective on you, that you're not just this guy that comes in and says all this wild stuff, but there's a very humbling human side to you. I heard about you calling back to your dad when you had moved and you were training in Texas and said, like, I need you to send me $150 for a bike, so you could get back and
Yeah,
forth
well,
to training, man. Talk about that, man, because I think it's important that people know that there's that side of you, you know?
right. Well, actually, yeah, me talking all of this crap, you know, this is just not some arrogant guy talking, you know.
Yeah.
I work really, really hard for this. I work hard to get here. I work hard to be this talented and have this much skill. This didn't just, I wasn't just born with this, you know. This is just not just a gift.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I worked very, very hard for this. I spent hours and hours at the gym. Always the first person in the gym. Always the last person out the gym. 7 days a week, I'm doing something to better myself in martial arts. 7 days a week. There are no off days for me. I'm always doing something. So when I start talking like this, I'm just talking for all of the hard work that I've done. I mean, why am I working so hard if I can't boast and brag when I get some wins?
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Fair
that's
enough.
That's what I work. Right. That's what I work hard for. That's what keeps me wanting to work hard. That's my motivation to work hard. If I can talk a little and get these wins and remain undefeated, so people can look up to me and I can motivate others and inspire others. That's really what it's for. So I just I do this to show the youth, because I'm a black man. I come from a hood. I come from, you know, where life is a little more challenging, and the only way to touch my people is to be soulful, I should say. You know, my people are a little more aggressive. These kind of people are hard to touch, so you're not going to touch them with the humble speeches and stuff like that. The way to touch them is to be aggressive, to be the show off, to be the cocky guy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still trying to influence them in a positive way, but with the same energy that they're used to. Because if I don't give them that energy that they're used to, they'll never be able to relate. So I want to be the person to touch the people who other people can't touch, and this is how I do it.
Cool.
That's the gangsters and the thugs. They're gonna love this energy I got, because I have that same I can beat everybody in the world energy, but I'm doing something positive with it. So I'm trying to steer them a whole different direction. Say, hey, you can keep that energy. Nothing's wrong with your energy. Now we just want you to do something different with your energy. We want you to do something more positive with your energy rather than do negative. So Karate Dulani, that's what I represent.
Do you work with the youth in your community? Like, or is
No,
it just, or are you just inspiring through how you act, through action?
I don't really do any community work, but this is my work.
Fair enough.
My work is the me busting my ass, working hard, so that people can watch me and me achieving my goals, to show them, hey, you can achieve your goals too. This is my work. You know, everybody has a different way of teaching people, you know, or motivating people. You have teachers, they educate. You know, you have preachers and priests, they preach the word of the gospel. You have people that do community work. You know, you have basketball players, they motivate that way. I'm a martial artist. I inspire people that I inspire through martial arts in the gyms, and you know, people log into my YouTube channel or whatever. This is my work.
Yeah, I can't complain. Can't argue with that, man. When I was asking you originally, though, it was a really cool story, man, about how you rode your bike for 1 hour to the gym.
On the highway, on the side of the highway, I rode my bicycle there for maybe a year. I didn't have a car or anything. For 1 year, I rode my bicycle on an hour to get to the gym, Gracie Barra Woodlands. Trained for 2 hours and rode back an hour. So that was 4 hours a day that I was training when I was going to the gym. Because the hour there and back was 2 hours training. I mean, my legs were hurting. I mean, I'm on a freeway where cars are doing 80, 90 miles an hour, and it's dark at night. My mom bought me a reflector jacket, like the construction worker wear. It was a reflection jacket, orange with the reflectors, and it even had a battery with a heater inside, like heated pockets. And I used to ride that through the winter. I used to wear that jacket and ride through the winter. I rode in the rain. I got wet, and that's just what I did. And when I get to the gym, I drive over the towel and get the training and ride back in the rain.
Heavy
Sick,
sacrifice,
whatever
man.
my condition was, I've never made an excuse to not go to the gym. I had to do what I had to do. I had to make it there. I never make an excuse. You want to be a winner, you don't make an excuse. Losers make excuses. Winners create results. And I live by that.
You know, you said you want to be in the UFC by the end of the year. Have you talked to anyone from the UFC? Have you had it with the matchmakers, with Dana, with anybody? Have you got any communication?
No, I'm not talking to nobody. I believe in God and I believe in my work. I believe they'll have no choice but to come get me. I went viral after this fight. I mean, I went viral. I don't even know why. You know, man, people love my energy. I don't know. Everybody's hitting me. People from UFC are following my Instagram and everything. I don't even know these guys. You know, and everybody's following me now. Everybody's looking at me. Everybody's watching me. Everybody's talking about me. But you know, I'm not new to this. This is what I'm telling you too. I'm not new to this. So a lot of people don't know me, but then a lot of people in these gyms, they do know me because I've been beating people up in gyms for years. The UFC fight, I've been beating them up. I've been spanking these guys in gyms. I've been going all across the United States. And that's about to be a documentary that I'm going to try to do, travel around the United States and show the inside life, behind the scenes, in the gym, training, traveling the world, because that's what I do. Right now I'm in Miami. Tomorrow I'll go to the Black Billions and train with them and show them who I am. And I'll be in there talking the same thing. I'm the fight god, and this is what it is. And I'm going to show you what I got.
This is what it is. I like. That's awesome. So what you said, you got about 10 fights left. That's what you want to do, 10 fights, and then you're going to be out. Do you have plans for like multiple divisions? Like what's your goal? You obviously have some sort of an outline planned, right? So what is it?
Well, right now 135. If I start gaining some weight, if I decide I want to start lifting weights or something, then maybe I'll push to 145. But I don't know. I'm not 100% sure about that. Right now it's 135. I'm loving 135. And I feel I'm the best for it. My body build is the best for 135. I'm 6 feet tall. Not too many guys that fight 135 or 6 feet tall. You know, I'm stronger than a lot of these guys. A lot of guys at 135 are weak. They're just really explosive. 135 is a really, really, really explosive weight division. But it's hard to be explosive with me because I'm so fast. I never let nobody hit me. I've been training for the last 7 years. I never wear mouthpiece, no gym I train at. I spar with everybody, UFC fighters, Bellator fighters, Glory fighters, everybody. I never wear mouthpiece, no gym I train in. No, all my teeth are good, my teeth are straight, never have a busted lip, never have a black eye, nothing.
You train with no mouthpiece.
I don't get hit. I don't get hit in my face. I do not get hit in my face.
You know, that brings me to another interesting quote I read on one of your posts where you said, if you even get hit once, then that tells you that there's something you could work on. So,
right.
That being said, man, what did you take from your last fight that you need to work on, if anything?
Well, he didn't. If you watch the fight, he didn't hit me but 2-3 times.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean.
That's
what I'm asking, right? Because like the beauty of your confidence is that and what I think draws people in is that it's just so powerful. Like, you know what I mean? A lot of people have confidence, but not a lot of people say things like, if I even get hit once, or there's not a fighter on earth that can beat me. You know what I mean? Like, not a lot of people bring that level of confidence, you know? So that's why I'm asking, like, you know, even though he only hit you a few times, like, what did you take from the fight?
Well, you know, got to be faster. Got to block faster. Got to bob and weave faster. You know, I got to put myself in that zone, in that matrix. You know, when you see the matrix and they were shooting at the people and they're dodging the bullets, you know, they're in that state of mind where they see everything coming. It's really traveling fast, but to them they see it coming so slow. I got to get used to that. You know, it takes a lot of drilling. It takes a lot of training. I got to work on my defense more and more and more, and my offense more. Everything is just repetition. Everything has to be worked on. I'm not perfect at anything, you know? I got to work on everything. I can't just pinpoint one thing. I have to work on everything every day. That's another thing about me. I don't say, "Oh, I'm good at stand-up, so I'm going to work my stand-up and not the ground." I work everything. I work my Muay Thai. I work my kickboxing. I work jiu-jitsu. I work wrestling. I do other things too. I do yoga. I do running for cardio.
Paradigm's got a good setup for that stuff, from what I know.
Huh?
I said Paradigm had a good setup for that stuff from what I know. That's where you're at, right?
Yes, I'm at Paradigm
Yeah.
and a new gym on Oxford and Shepherd called O Athletic.
Okay. Okay. Listen, man, I want to thank you for coming on and talking to me, man. I really wanted, after I saw you Friday night, I was like, man, I got to get this guy on the podcast, man. I got to talk to this guy. He seems like such a great character. So thanks a lot, man. I really appreciate you taking the time. Like I said, it's our first podcast, so to have you on the first episode is a really awesome thing, man. And thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, and hopefully we can talk again. Oh, I meant to ask you, actually, one more question was, do you have anything set up, man? Or like, what are you going to stay with Legacy? Are you looking to get a title? I know the Bantamweight title is, I think, vacant right now. Is that something you're looking towards?
Well, they said one of the people said they're gonna look for a fight for me with some guy named Steven Peterson. I don't really know how. I don't know how concrete that is yet, but a guy named Steven Peterson, I heard he had the belt at one time, but then he lost it at 135. So they said that should be my next fight right there. I heard he's a guy, he submits everybody, whatever. I'm a purple belt from Renzo Gracie, so that doesn't mean anything for me. I train with the guys that created the sport. You know, I come from them.
Yeah, I believe that Steven Peterson actually, I think he just lost the title shot, the LFA title shot to Higo, I think, in the first event.
Well, that's what I heard. He lost.
Yeah.
So they're trying to give me him, and hopefully after I'll beat him, hopefully I'll get the title shot after that, and then beat them and get the title, and hopefully after that I go to UFC, and that'll be it.
Well,
Ain't nobody gonna beat me.
It seems like the
I'm
golden
gonna stick to
ticket.
this. I'm gonna say it. Huh?
Would say you're gonna stick to this. You're gonna say what?
I said I'm gonna stick to this. Ain't nobody gonna beat me. I'm not saying hopefully I don't get beat. No. Ain't nobody gonna beat me. So I'm just hoping 2-3 more fights I'll be in the UFC, and we'll take it from there. I'll get the belt at UFC and maybe become an actor or something like that. I got other things I want to do. Show the world my dirt bike skills, and maybe become like the Black Jet Li or Jackie Chan or something like that.
All right. Hey, man, I'm rooting for you. I love the confidence, man. I love people with big goals, so I'm rooting for you. And like I said, man, thanks a lot. I hope to see you in the UFC. I hope you accomplish all your goals, and thank you very much for making a good episode for us for our first one out, man. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right, man. Have a great night.
All right.